Welcome to the SAKI booth here at IPC Apex Expo. I'm delighted to be joined by the General Manager for SAKI here in the US. It's Craig Brown. Nice to see you, Craig.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you for taking the time.
So you're introducing a fairly new concept, well, a new concept for SAKI, and it's really quite an innovative one, where you're able to, you're introducing a new 3D AOI system, but with interchangeable heads. So I'll let you describe how the system works.
Sure. So SAKI just released the EX platform of machines, and within the platform of the machines with the EX, we've released not only AOI but also the SPI. And the concept behind the newest model machine is the modularity of build and future-proofing of the equipment for long-term use for our customers. And by that, as the technology and camera technology grows, we're allowed to have the customer change out the camera itself. Instead of having to swap out an entire head assembly, we can add projectors in the field, we can add Z-axis capability in the field. Anything else that's going to be coming under development and released in the near future will be field retrofittable and upgradable for these platform of machines.
That's quite a move, and that's something that the operators can do at a local level. They don't need a SAKI engineer to come out to do that.
It can be done it can be done at the customer site for sure. You know, within the customer, as long as they're trained on the SAKI equipment, they can certainly do it in-house.
So, how flexible is it? I mean, you've got a 3D AOI system. You can make that into a 3D AOI 8 high-speed head.
So right now we have two different options of resolution cameras available on our machines. We have an 8 micron resolution camera and a 15 micron resolution camera, and it gives the customer the flexibility of swapping from higher resolution to higher speed and going from an 8 micron to a 15 micron, or even later on down the road, as technology increases and parts get smaller and you need to go to let's say a 3 micron head, you can just replace the 3 micron head in the field as well.
Of course, all these systems just auto-calibrate and...
Yeah, you could replace the camera switch would take less than 2 hours.
Interesting. That's really good. Now you mentioned SPI. You can't swap the SPI heads in and out, can you?
The camera can be the SPI would be specific to the SPI platform machine, but yeah, you could swap out the camera on the SPI as well.
So really, that creates a great upgrade path for your customers, because essentially, you know, they don't need to keep buying the box every time they're upgrading. All they need to do is get the head or the software update, and they've got essentially a new machine.
Yeah, and it's part of SAKI's vision and mission about sustainability within the environment as well. So realistically, not having to change the machine frame and saving that customer on that kind of change and expense, and also less waste into the environment.
That's interesting. I mean, there's a couple of companies, Apple being the obvious one, that's going into this business of circular manufacturing, where they're taking back in your trade-ins when you're finished with it, and essentially saving all the reusable parts to rebuild. Is that sort of the route that you're going to start going towards?
I think it's certainly something that we're considering longer term. You know, the reduction of the waste and materials is definitely a key focus and a cornerstone of our philosophy and in our design and build.
Well, that's great. So I mean, it's creating, you know, real value for your customers. As I said before, an upgrade path and ultimate flexibility.
Yeah, it gives them flexibility, future-proofing of the equipment, and at least in the North American marketplace, flexibility is crucial for the end users, and we like to think that we're providing them a great solution.
Absolutely. No, I think it's a great idea. I mean, and especially as you said, over here in the US, they quite often don't know what they're going to be building in 6 months' time.
No, a changeover is frequent. We've got a lot of customers where there's a low to medium volume, high mix environments, and the SAKI portfolio of equipment fits that marketplace really well.
Well, great idea, and thank you for showing it to us today.
Thank you for having me.